Now, to show you how crazy this movie Black Mirror Bandersnatch was, Will Poulter, also known as Colin in the movie, actually had to quit Twitter because of all the rave reviews and, of course, comments he was getting. Anyways, let's talk about Disney. Now, the Disney remake machine just keeps rolling and we're loving it. So the 1996 animation The Hunchback of Notre Dame is set for a live-action reboot, added it to the list of past Disney movies being updated. So Josh Gad, who voiced Olaf in Disney's animated hit Frozen, will produce the new film. Now, according to sources, it's simply titled Hunchback and will be written by Tony-winning playwright David Henry Hwang. This year alone, Disney is releasing Dumbo, The Lion King, and Aladdin, and with the launch of the new streaming service Disney Plus, it's raiding the vaults to create new versions of some old classics. Yeah, we're getting the Disney we love back. Well, a court actor of the moment, Timothée Chalamet, stars in the Amazon-produced film Beautiful Boy alongside Steve Carell. Now, it's a devastating and heart-wrenching ode to fatherhood and tells the story of a boy's struggle with drug abuse. It stars, or rather, it earned Chalamet a Golden Globe nomination for Best Supporting Actor and could very, very well earn him another Oscar nomination. So take a look at what went into that movie.
That I look at him, this kid that I raised, and I wonder who he is.
Beautiful Boy, the film, is derived from two different memoirs, David Sheff's Beautiful Boy and Nick Sheff's Tweak.
Both books created this singular entity that I just imagined as a film that could be extremely gripping.
It's about my son. He's addicted to crystal meth, which seems to be the worst of all of them.
I heard about Beautiful Boy 3 years ago and was heartbroken by it and moved by it. And David Sheff and Nick Sheff's story is so powerful because it's relevant and important right now.
At a time when addiction is just sweeping through our country and destroying so many families and affecting so many communities, more people are dying from overdose than anything else under 50 years old, and we're losing about 150 people every day.
What is your success rate?
The success percentage is in the single digits.
It's about a family, it's about a relationship between a father and son, and how addiction affects relationships, how really no one is safe from it.
You're doing every drug on the planet and lying?
I'm really sorry, Dad.
This film spans decades, and Felix van Groningen, across his work like The Broken Circle Breakdown, and now his first English language movie, Beautiful Boy, he does have a feel for truths about the emotional experience of being a human being.
Action!
I'm fascinated by people who lose themselves. So I read the books and I totally fell in love. There were just so many cinematic things that caught my attention that it was worth spending 3 or 4 years of my life on.
Cut! Felix's superpower to me is he just understands human intimacy and human relationships and familial relationships. He just has an eye on these sorts of things.
How he really wanted to honor the story, but also make sure that it really felt really universal and that everyone would be able to relate to it.
Nature was a big part of Nick and David's life growing up. They live in Marin. It's intensely beautiful. They spend a lot of time outside. And we wanted to show this is a boy who came from a beautiful place.
This project was particularly wonderful because we did have a lot of access to the photos and to the real family, and we had this really beautiful visual history of everything that they've went through.
My son is out there somewhere, and I don't know how to help him!
We went up north in Marin County, where we shot the beaches and the roads. We shot San Francisco, Golden Gate Bridge, Haight Street, Tenderloin. It's hard to see it, thought it was right to do it there, to get the reality of it.
I don't feel like I have a disease. I put myself here.
You can't overstate what a treat it is to be in front of the camera of that sort of team, and how amazing is that? I need to find a way to fill this black hole in me.
It's easy to look at a movie like this and think this involves some pretty dark things. But I see the movie as full of joy and hope and like a real expression of humanity towards one another.
I still have a family. I want them to be proud of me.
So, Sofia Coppola will reunite with Lost in Transition star Bill Murray to make Apple's first original feature film. So news of the film, titled On the Rocks, comes ahead of the expected launch of the tech giant's own streaming platform. Rashida Jones will star with Murray in the film, which tells the story of a young mother who reconnects with her playboy father. Apple is also working with Jennifer Aniston, Steven Spielberg, and Reese Witherspoon on various TV projects. There's no date for the launch yet, but, you know, with regards to the streaming service, however, there are speculations that it will appear sometime this year. Now, before we say a final goodbye to you, we'll leave you with a very interesting final video recommendation. So A24 released the first trailer for director Claire Denis's new film, Highlife. It stars our Twilight darling, Robert Pattinson, and looks like it could be the next biggest sci-fi film of 2019. So take a look.
She's mine. I'm hers. You? We were scum. Trash. Refuse that didn't fit into the system. Until someone had the bright idea of recycling us to serve science.
The odds are not in our favor. But when my work is accomplished, when perfection is achieved, then what? Fly away? I know I look like a witch.
You're foxy.
This mission can't turn our shame into some type of glory. I can't do this flying around no more.
You lied to us. You knew it.
The sensation, moving backwards. Even though we're moving forwards, getting further from what's getting nearer.
There is nothing to fear. Everything's gonna be fine.
Are you sick? You realize nothing is ever gonna go inside us?
Break the laws of nature. You'll pay for it.
Well, that is all from all of us from here, everyone in Lagos. Thank you so much for watching the show. Now, remember that you can catch us every single weekday at 4 p.m. right here on the Arise News channel. So until next time, I am Kachi Ofia. This right here is always Arise 360. Thanks for watching.